Hey everybody, it's Robin from Talks from the Heart. So in this video, we're just going to get ready for December. And I have so much to decorate that I just thought, well, I'm just going to turn the camera on. So this is my B6 stencil from Kathie's Planning. She is in Germany. The shipping, I think the last time, she's trying to get it figured out with the tariffs, but the last time we checked, it was a pinch expensive. But I will tell you, worth every penny. Super high quality stencils, and I use them constantly. So this is my B6 Stalogy, and I'm just going to get this stenciled out for you guys, and then we're going to go and decorate. Basically, what we're going to do in this video is we're going to decorate for December, but not do the weeklies, I don't think. Tomorrow is December 1st, and isn't that wonderful if you're a Monday start person to have the month start on a Monday? I think it's so cool. So we're going to just decorate the general stuff. We're going to decorate my B6 Stalogy here with the Sweet Quiet Designs kit. And then we're going to go into the Hubman Cousin, which I've kept up with you guys all year. I'm so proud of myself. It's really just an absolute trophy in my life. And we're gonna decorate the December pages. I've separated all of my December stickers, and I want to try to use up as much as I can and not have too many leftovers. And then we're going to decorate my Moleskine Expanded, which is my main planner. And I am really proud that I stuck with that one too. So I'm still waiting for my Aura Estelle planner to get here. I ordered the B6 magnet planner. Honestly, I don't know what she means by that name, but because I haven't really heard her explain that. But yeah, so I'm going to be very excited when that gets here, because I want to take a hard look at that in person and decide if that's what I want to use versus making my own planner. And we'll talk about the adjustments I've made to the 2026 lineup when I do that video. And there you have it, and let's get started. Okay, so this is my emotional journal. I use the Sweet Quiet Designs monthly subscription kit, and you guys, I just love decorated pages. I put on the wacky holidays, and all I do is just mark off the days. I have not been in this this notebook for a very long time. It's very strange. I feel like I'm in a journal drought, but let me say this. I don't necessarily need to do emotional journaling every single day now. Maybe I'm getting healthier mentally. I don't know. But I'm a very angry journaler. I don't necessarily do well when I go in and I'm super happy and I'm like, oh, the sky is blue and oh, look at the fluffy cloud floating by. I don't read those kinds of books, and I don't journal like that. I'm a very work it out list maker, pro-con list. I'm pissed at somebody. I'm pissed about a situation, and I write it out just super longhand and just work it out so that I don't end up in an orange jumpsuit. Like, straight up, I'm being real with you. So we're going to decorate this. I have my Hubman Cousin. She's a chunky monkey, and I think I'm going to do a flip. I'll do that sometime in January when it's all finished, but I really have to go through and vet some of the beginning pages, because at the beginning of the year, I did a lot of emotional entries versus kind of March. I went through and started just doing just what happened in the day. So there's really nothing in here that's private after that point, but I need to make sure that I don't have somebody's name. I keep a photograph of when I finish a book, and then I went in yesterday and just pre-decorated, and I like pre-decorated pages. That's very much my jam. I pre-decorated using up a lot of my fall stickers, which was so nice. I will say, I'm getting ahead of myself. So here is the December cover page, and then I have to go in and decorate the December pages, and I have put in some pre-stuff, and this was stuff that I already owned prior, but it's going to be a busy month. December is going to be really busy with me working extra hours and babysitting my granddaughter. And then, yeah, so we don't do much for Christmas. Like, it's not tedious, but it's going to be a busy. I looked at my calendar this morning, and it's going to be a busy month. So I went in. This was so nice. This is the reusable sticker book. This is a disc system that I got from Okie Plans in her anniversary bundle, and it's fantastic. These pages were all covered in fall stickers, and it was so nice to just have them all in one spot. And I just went in here and needed some deco stickers, and there they were. So I'm just so happy with having everything organized. This is all book stuff. You can see these aren't sticking very well, so I'll go to probably Gravitate, use those first. Was that a sentence? I don't know. So I have extra pages here, and then anything in the back is book related for my book journal or my reading log, okay? And I'm super, super happy about this. I don't have many pages back here, but you can see that I have a lot of stickers to work through, and I'm really, really thinking hard about how I'm going to handle that, because I'm not good with the no spend, but at the same time, I need to work through some of these stickers. And you know what? Don't worry about it. I mean, I never put anybody else in a position of being my moral compass about something like that. And I'm not your moral compass. I say, you do you, boo, and just have fun. It's just stickers, and it's not supposed to be super serious. Okay, so then I also pre-printed some. There's mice. So if you don't like mice, trigger warning, I guess. Because if somebody was showing me a picture of a snake, I'd be like, nope, I'm not about that. But I printed some pictures that I need to look at the dates and get into my Hobonichi cousin. And then I have my main planner, which is the Moleskine Expanded. This pen is the Jinhao 10, and it's fantastic, and I want another one, but I'm waiting because it's a $21 item. I want the white with the gold, and it's $21, and if my kids say, what do you want for Christmas? That's perfect. I don't need anything else. This cover's from Jenica's Journals, and it is just aging beautifully, and I'm also struggling with wanting this in a B6 size, but I think what I want to do is have that be a treat for myself when I know I don't owe a bunch of taxes, and I also know that what I'm thinking of using in 2026 is actually going to work, and then I'll reward myself after I've used it for a couple of months. So I made this planner, and it's, it's working fine. I'm realizing that I didn't need as much space. I think sometimes our lives change, and our planners need to shift with them, with our lives, if that makes sense. So I have the BellissiCasa vellum that I kind of want to tip in somewhere. And then I have this vellum from Sweet Quiet Designs. I want to do what matches. And I think I think this matches for my B6. So what I use in the B6 is from this kit. This is the monthly kit. She has two different kinds of kits. Sweet Quiet Designs does. She has a monthly, which is month biased. And then she has a kawaii kit, which is just decorative and fun. So I use this in the B6. I think I'm going to cut this down and use that to match this. This is a better vibe together than these two. This is from the, I know I'm hopping around, but, you know, keep up. This is not cut, so I need to set that aside. This is from the BellissiCasa, the November Whimsical Letters Club. It's $9.35. That includes shipping, and you get so much. Go to the link I've provided below and sign up if you want a little smackerel of something each month, and it comes early. So you pay for it, I don't know, around the 10th, and then it goes regular mail in an envelope with a stamp, which is why she can keep the cost down, which I'm all about that. I hate paying shipping, and that's me being a cheap ass, but because I know that it costs money, but it's like, I just, you know, I have so much to de-stash, but the problem is, I was just talking about this with my friend Mary. The problem is that I want to have to be able to give you guys garage sale prices, but then at the same time, I can't offer free shipping. So you could go buy the cover new and then get free shipping and still pay the same, even though the stuff I have is in excellent condition. So I don't know. I struggle with that, but I hate paying shipping. So I'm all about popping it in an envelope and slapping a stamp on it. So I think I'm going to, I received this page originally and it wasn't cut, and I showed that in a video, and I messaged her and she responded immediately, and it was in the mail and I got it very quick. So I want to finish decorating my December cover page in this, and then even though this isn't the right size, I'm okay because it still gives me the vibe of just having a beautiful piece of vellum. And I am very much of the mindset right now to just use it up, because next year's going to have even cuter stuff. And I just think that's the best way to go for me. So I'm going to tip that in here. So we're going to do that. I think what I'm going to do is just tuck that in there. And then I have the calendar where I just mark off the day. And then I have my glucose log and my weather log, which I transfer into my cousin. We're obviously not going to do any of that because it's not there. But the November weather I could transfer, and I could transfer my glucose into my health journal. But I think right now I have to babysit my granddaughter today, and then we got hit with this huge snowstorm. We got over a foot of snow in under 24 hours. So I have to go out and shovel the front yard a little bit for the boys. And I'll put some footage in here. I went to work yesterday morning at 7 a.m. and I thought the rapture had happened, and I got left because there was nobody on the road at all. No one. And then all of a sudden I saw a car. And I'm like, okay, this is creepy. I have to be to work at Saturdays very, very early. And I just thought, and I work at a car dealership and we do not close. I mean, Armageddon could be happening. I've had situations where, and I actually have that logged in my cousin, where the sky was literally black and it was coming towards us. And I'm like, should we go home? And he's like, no, it's fine. I'm like, okay. So, I'll put that bonus footage at the end, and then a picture of Charlie. This is his he's only about 11 pounds, and this is his very, very first major snowstorm, because last winter, when he was just a few months old, we barely got a dusting the entire winter. I'm like, oh, thank you, Jesus. So this, I don't fuss about weather. I'm originally from Minnesota, but this was brutal. And actually, I will film a little clip of my deck where the railing has the level of snow we got for you guys. So all of that will be at the end. So that's that. And then it starts into the week. So we're not going to do any plan with me's. We're just going to decorate the main stuff, and then probably go in and decorate a lot of my Hobonichi cousin pages. So let's close this up, and I'm going to show you what I have to work with. I've got the December journaling kit from Sweet Quiet Designs. We're going to come back in, and there's 11 pages to this, you guys. So look at that, how cute that is. I'm thinking, depending on time, the cousin pages, I may not be able to like get it done before my granddaughter gets here. And then I'm going to pull out, yeah, I struggle with, how do I want to say this? I struggle with, I want to enjoy the process, but I also want to enjoy the process with you guys. And so, you know, and sometimes it can be a very long, tedious process, depending on what happens, if my phone rings, if the dogs have to go outside. So we're going to work with these. And then these are so cute from Pookie Bear Cuties. This is a weekly kit. So I think since we're not going to do any plan with me's, I'm going to pull out the weekly kits and set those aside so that I don't get distracted. This is also a 2-page journal weekly kit. So is this. And pretty much everything I show you guys is in linked below. Okay, ooh, OHelloRobin, ooh. I really like her shop, and I also, and these penguins, I can't with these. I'm trying to think. This is on the maybe pile, but I have this Advent that I want to use. Could I? Okay. I really don't buy Advents because I don't know. I'm not a fan of blindly spending my money anymore. I used to be really, really hot for them when I first started in the planner community, but you guys, this is not throwing shade on any shop whatsoever, because I haven't seen a lot of Advent unboxings this year, but a lot of the stuff is just basic that I'm like, you know, I can just order that when I need it. Now, Krels Creations put out that Advent a year ago or 2 years ago, and I squealed and squealed and squealed, and it was the best thing ever because she had original cool kick butt stuff. I'm going to show you one of them right now, and it was this pen holder. I mean, are you kidding me right now? Like, I use that every single day. And when I purchase an Advent, I want it to give me things that I wouldn't normally just add to cart, like date dots or, you know, stuff like that. I have a lot of washi, so I feel like, I don't know. So, I don't know. That's my humble opinion about Advents lately. I also have this weekly kit from Happy Sherpa Paperie. She is in Spain, you guys. So if you're across the pond from me, I'm in the States. She's a great shop too. This is really a weekly kit too. I really wanted to use that in my current book log, reading log. Man, I got to figure out what I want to call that thing. Okay, back to my light bulb moment. December. Even though I colored these in already, where is it? What if I use this here and then just crossed it off over the box? Let's see. Let's go to, oh yeah. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Let me see how oh yeah, there's going to be some overlap, but I think I think that's okay. I'm going to do it. I hope it doesn't look sloppy, but I'm going to do that. So that's what we're going to decorate. So let's get started. Let me grab my tweezers. I have to grab, and I'm just going to keep filming until I can't film anymore, because I get a lot of questions, especially when I show a tip in. I get a lot of questions about how do you tip in. So we're going to do that at least once. So let's start with this. I am 100% feeling lately like I'm in a creative slump. My Life Mitts just put out a video where she talked about that too. And I'm like, oh, I messaged her right away. And I'm like, dude, you are not alone. You are not alone. And I think sometimes too, I didn't really turn the camera on to have this be a tell-all, but oh, okay. I think sometimes too, and I don't necessarily think this is the healthiest attitude, but I think as planners, and you can chime down below if let me get you more on top of the planner there. I think that we get so stinking excited about, I don't know what I'm doing. We get so excited about the new planners, okay, that we lose our ever-loving mind. Yep, I want to put, even though that says December, I want to put a December here. What was I saying? We lose our ever-loving mind over getting our new stuff, and then we forget, at least, okay, let me say this. I'm talking about myself. You can chime down below if you agree. No judging, please. And I know we have a pretty good community about no judging, but it's like everybody needs, well, everybody, and I just said I'm talking only about me. I need to just calm the blank down. Calm down. Everything's going to be okay. The new planner will get here. It has to because I paid for it. Ooh, these are books. That's really cute. Just calm down and enjoy the planner you're in, because I feel a little bit like this. I'm trying to talk and put stickers down. I feel a little bit like I'm not really in the moment right now because I'm looking so far into the future. And I know this is something, I think it's probably more common than I think. I'm going to just splatter these all over the place and use up the sheet. It just is what it is. And that's another thing. I'm like, yep, don't care. Just give me my new planner. It's like, Robin, like, really enjoy the beautiful planner you have right now and just calm down. Just calm down. Yeah, I really feel like I've been rushing it. I feel like this year too, that the whole community just, I'm putting the candle next to the jam. Don't ask me why. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put the bow there. I just feel like we rushed it this year. I've been in this community for a long time, a decade. And I just feel like, what was the rush? But now my, the squirrel must be used. Now my planner is late. Like, we're into December, and yes, it shipped, but I'm like, okay, I kind of sort of need it now for forward planning. So let's get a move on. I don't even know what this rant was about. Let's do the ribbons next to the mittens. We can never waste a bow. There we go. I'm going to use this up, and then the other stuff I'm probably not going to use. Okay. Oh, the stickers are not the problem. It's the layer downer of the stickers, and I created a hot mess. It's okay. It's not, like I said, it's not supposed to be that serious. We're just going to release it into the universe as just everything's going to be okay. All right. Now I have to decide which is, okay, this is the right side of the vellum, and I want it tipped in like that. So I'm going to lay it down here. And I have this very, very narrow, it is persnickety, let me tell you, double-sided tape. Nessie discovered this first in the planner community, and I have her to thank for it because it was life-changing, because I used to use washi tape, and now I just lay this down, and hoping you can see it. It is in my Amazon main link. Just look for it in the planner store, and it's fabulous. So I have these little scissors from the Dollar Tree. I had to go get another pair because I gave the other original pair to my son for his bandages because they didn't have a sharp little scissors. And by the way, everybody, thank you for all the wishes and asking about him. He's doing fine. He's doing fine. He does not watch my videos, so I can safely say he's a little bit of a drama queen in the sense of, like, thinking he needs help with it. So then you just tuck it into the spine, wherever you want it, and you press it down. Oh, I forgot to trim it. Oh, it doesn't need to be trimmed. Okay, yay me. I'm going to round the corners because I'm all about that. But yeah, he's, you know, one minute he'll say, Mom, you know, I'll be over helping because it's hard for him to change a diaper. So there's been a lot of stress and a lot of extra hours spent not at my house lately. But he'll be like, Mom, I want to be independent. I don't want to be a drama king. And I'm like, okay. And then the next thing you know, he's like, I can't button my pants. And I'm like, okay, like whatever he needs, because they did surgery on him, and they had to, you guys, it was a 2.5-hour surgery. So he cut his finger. He was out sighting his rifle for deer camp, and he told me he went with his pocket knife like this to cut a zip tie off a package, and he sliced his finger really deep right here, and thank goodness he's not left-handed because we'd be so screwed. But he cut so deep that they had to repair the tendon and his artery. Yeah, so the doctor said, do not, I repeat, do not get that finger cold or you could lose the finger. These boxes are a little big, but you know what? I'm just going to go for it. And so we're very like, please be careful, Alexander. Please be careful. I don't know if the sticker is, hang on. I got to turn this upside down. I don't know if my line is crooked or the sticker's crooked. So we're going to go like that. So generally he's been pretty good. But again, has needed a lot of help and has been in a lot of pain. But thank goodness it's a fixable problem. And so he decided, against lots of nagging and yelling, and by yelling, like, please don't go, he went to deer camp anyways with his buddies because he looks forward to that all year long. And he said, I'm just going to stay in the cabin. And I'm like, yeah, do not, and I repeat, do not go traipsing through the woods thinking you're going to sit in the blind with the guys, because it doesn't, he's like, well, I bought gloves, $250 gloves that like keep my hands warm. I said, I don't care. I said, the second you, and you know, he's a grown adult, so he doesn't need my permission to go or stay home or whatever. But I said, you know, Alexander, I said, it's going to take 30 seconds for you to have a major trauma in the middle of nowhere if you go traipsing through the woods and you're going to trip. You're going to trip on something and you're going to fall down and you're going to brace your hand, and that's going to be at the end of that. And he just looked at me. It's not going to happen. I'm like, okay, you know, so I don't know. It's all kinds of like, ugh. And it's really too bad because it couldn't happen at the worst time, because simultaneously both his wife and me got really sick. I was going to tell you from the last video, I said I would mention it in the next video. And if you've had it, you'll groan out loud. I got the norovirus, the doctor said, and it's bacterial and it's highly contagious and it's all kinds of very not pleasant things. I'm not a puker. I don't throw up. It's not my thing. I hate it. And I traditionally, if I get sick, that's not what happens. But things were happening bad at both ends of me. And it was all kinds of exhausting. And it was very difficult because I have 2 dogs that have to be let out and I could barely leave the bed. And it was rough. And so at the same time, he had his surgery. They needed help with the baby and, you know, like getting her from daycare because the surgery was an hour and a half away because they had to go to a specialist. And then they needed me to get the pumpkin head, the little nugget. And I'm like, okay, so I'm clawing my way there because they really didn't have any other options. And it is what it is. And then his wife got sick. And she came and picked up the baby in the evening when they got back. He stayed in the car. And she said, this looks awful. I'm embracing it. That looks so not okay. Wow. Okay, meaning this is pretty by itself and this is pretty by itself, but it doesn't go together. This is an episode of What Not to Wear. Oh my gosh. Oh, and then there's 25. Yay. Okay, let's turn this back around. So yeah, she comes in and she told him, she goes, because she was puking and she had the flu, and she told Alexander, if anybody asks why I'm throwing up and always in the bathroom, you just tell them I'm pregnant. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, we are a mess, an absolute mess. And she's like, yeah, I do not feel okay. So, yeah, it just all came raining down on us all at the same time. I'm gonna put, hang on, I'm going to cut this. And I feel like I want to layer it like that. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. So we'll put that down first. Anyways, it was just absolutely like, when it rains, it pours. And I'm just like, all right, we just have to roll with it. Absolutely have to roll with it. So, and then, go figure, because we call her patient 0, Hadley did not get sick at all. And I'm like, okay, I thought, do we need to anoint her with holy water? I mean, like, she didn't get sick. She did not get sick. And we're like, woohoo! I don't want to waste these because they're so cute. I feel like I'm creating a mess again. Okay, I think these are going to get wasted. Okay. 2025. Okay. And then we're just going to use this up. I'm thinking very hard about placement here. There we go. Okay. I'm more of a snowman person than a Santa person, and that's just my preference. And then where are my tweezers? Let's put these little, where'd they go? I just plucked them off the paper and they disappeared. All right, moving on. We're just gonna put these on the tree. I don't know, they flew off somewhere. Oh, for Pete's sakes. All right. Well, I wish I had 3 of them because I sort of need 3. It's going to appear somewhere, just randomly someday. And it's not on my shirt. Okay. We just have to keep going. Put the star on there. And then, what do I want to do? I think I was going to cover these up, but I can't because I need to cross them off. We'll have Santa holding what is that? A heart sucker? Okay. Put that up there. Not even in frame. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is cracking me up because I love this Advent. I didn't even know what I was going to do with it when I ordered it. And I need sticker help. Send help. Okay. There we go. Woohoo! Oh, we have a star. We cannot waste a star. Put it right there. Okay, you guys, I'm cracking up. I don't know what we're going to do. Because that's going to make me smile every single day. Every single day. I'm going to open that up and go, oh my goodness. Okay. Absolutely love the 2 new shops that I discovered. The MCC Crafts and OHelloRobin. Okay, so let's take the gnomes and just sweetly decorate these pages. We're just going to scatter these around. Okay. All right, what was I talking about? Oh, this one cracks me up. Can you see? This is so funny. Yeah, so he's doing good. Thank you for asking and for checking on him. And he'll be fine. We all will be fine. Hang on, these little bulbs. And 6 weeks in the wrap cast. And then 6 months of PT. I don't know who you should pray for, me or him. Or his wife. I told her, I said, please don't kill him. I said, we need his income. We need it. Well, she needs it. I mean, I'm trying to be funny, you guys, but honestly, it's like when he's in a horrendous amount of pain. And when he's in pain, I always say that fear is how do I say this? Anger is secondary to fear. That's what I always say. So a lot of times when people get angry, it's stemmed from fear. And he's scared. He's never had a major injury like this. I'm looking around. Okay, okay, there we go. He's never had a major injury and he's never had surgery. So this is his first big thing, and he's 28. So it's not been fun for him. So all joking aside, it just, yeah. All right. So Sweet Quiet Design sends the full sheet, and if you cut it down the middle, you can get 2 different, depending on how the vellum is facing, you can get 2 different tip-ins, or however you want to use it. Or if you have like a cousin or an A5 and you want to tuck it in your plastic cover, you can do that as like a cover, a seasonal cover, which is really fun. So I'm going to cut it past the fold and set that aside. And then I need, I'm going to trim off these little white edges. on the top and the bottom, and actually the bottom, I need just a pinch shorter than 7. And then I leave the white part as the part that goes into the spine. And so 5, pinch shorter than 5, because I don't like it going all the way to the edge. I'd rather have it shorter. And then we're going to do the corners. My corner punch is fabulous. Yeah, check if it's not from a shop, it's probably from Amazon, and you just check that main Amazon link and go to my storefront, and you'll find pretty much everything that I use. So here, oh, you guys, I can't make this up. This was on the floor. This was on the floor. And that sticker popped off the sheet, off my tweezers, and onto... See, isn't that awesome? See, those are the little things that make me smile and think everything's going to be okay, because that could have flown anywhere, but it flew right... You guys, it's kind of gizmic. It flew right on the page that I'm about to decorate. So I'm going to put that... Oh, that is so cool. All right, there we go. We have my little berry stuff on the tree. That's, you guys, that's just amazing. All right, so I'm going to just check for sizing. Yep, perfect. I'm going to put this on to just prep it. So it's double-sided tape. My eyes feel like they're going a little wonky lately, and I don't know what's going on. And I probably should call the eye doctor, because he said I shouldn't have any issue with my eyes anymore. And I don't know if it's because the endocrinologist and I are working hard to get my sugars really on track or what. So I'm going to tip this in afterwards. And then we're going to... This is the best, absolute best. I love it so much. We're going to use this. She does sell her monthlies separate after the subscription gets mailed out. And she does have monthlies in different sizes. Wednesday, okay, Wednesday. But I just love how this is working out in my B6. And so this is Astrology. All right, hang on. I probably won't bore you when I put the numbers down. So let's do the main stuff, and then by the magic of filming. Oh, also, you guys, guess what? So you know I was having an issue with my phone, and oh, I need to put the date dots down. Yeah, upper left. I was having issue with my phone. Like, it was 10 years old, okay? And I didn't have enough memory. So every time I would film, it was just, depending on how long the video was, it was a struggle. And I don't save my videos, because this is going to sound flippant, and it's not meant that way, but I don't care. Like, if I get it up to YouTube and it's up and running and everything's fine, I'm good. So I delete it off my device, and I film on my phone. I have an iPhone. And mostly the reason why is, listen, if YouTube crash, first of all, oh my gosh, are we out of focus? Okay. First of all, if it's up on YouTube, my little channel, and YouTube crashes, the world is ending anyways. And nobody's going to care about Talks from the Heart on YouTube. It's just... So I don't save anything that would take up a horrendous amount of space. And so my phone was freezing. I was having to, if it was a longer video, I was having to delete all the apps off my phone, deleted messages, deleted emails. It was awful. And I don't understand. I do not understand how these young people, and I feel like it's mostly young people, And I work around a bunch of young 20-year-olds, like under 25. I don't understand how they never run out of, they never run out of room. How do you do that? You know? And I know I have storage on the cloud, but now they're saying, oh, it's full, so my phone could never back up. And that kind of made me nervous. And then now they want $10 a month for a terabyte of storage. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I mean, that's $120 a year for the rest of my life. And that's how I handle some financial decisions, is I will go, okay, it's $9.99 a month. Sounds real good, right? Okay, doesn't sound like a lot of money. Shoot, I spend that, you know, getting to-go lunch when I have my longer shifts. It's like, okay, but you add that up to $120 for the whole year, and that's a chunk of change for me. And I'm like, no. So I would rather have a phone with a crap ton of storage. So I was going to get the new iPhone 17 Pro Max with the 2 terabyte, and it was going to be $2,000. And I just don't know when I'm going to have that kind of cash. And then my phone started freezing and overheating, and I'm like, oh man, I think we're hitting crisis mode. And so I just thought, yeah. So I had to make a decision. All right, I'm going to white out. I know it won't show through the vinyl stickers from Sweet Quiet Designs, but this just makes me feel better in case they don't totally cover the lines. Now, this is how I do it. If you want to be more organized and figure out how many boxes you need when you stencil out, or you're a bullet journaler out of that. You can do that, but I don't have the patience for that. I just stencil it out all at once and then go through and do this. But anyways, so I went on Best Buy. I have a Best Buy card, and they were offering the 16 Pro Max 1 terabyte. I mean, it's music to my ears. 1 terabyte of storage. And I'm like, and I could do it 24 months interest free. And I'm really super good about paying stuff off early when I do that, because I don't want the interest charge from day one. And so I was like, yep, I'm getting it. It's time. I can't avoid it anymore. And then I did some research on how well it is to buy a used phone. And I don't want to cut that wreath off, but I'm going to have to. And so I got a lot of positive feedback. That's so cute. I'm going to add that just to the journal page. And I got a lot of feedback, and everybody's like, yep, you're fine. Plus, I have till, let's see, I got it a week ago. I have till January 15th to return it if something goes funky with it. And so I have a new phone. That was the long version of I have a new phone. Yay me. I'm not one of these people that, I know people who, every time the new phone comes out, they get it. I don't understand that. To me, that's like just constantly getting new cars, which I'm not a car person, so I also don't do that. Yeah. So, and it's a super nice phone, and the price was fair. I'm going to just put that there. And then let's use up the sleigh over here. Put the stars. Yay! All right, where are my wacky holidays? Okay, here they are. That's page 2. And then I really want to use... Ooh, I need to use this. I forgot about this. That's okay. And I really want to use this. So I think I'm going to put the wacky holidays down because that's tradition now. And I always put it in the bottom right-hand corner. so that I can draw an X through the box. And let me do this and I'll come back with you in a moment. Okay, I looked at the time, 47 minutes. Woohoo! And you know what? I'm gonna upload this long video because now I can because of my new phone. I'm so excited. It's so freeing to have the proper tools you need to do things you enjoy. Okay, so we're gonna tip that in. Cute. So cute. All right, we're going to leave that pretty simple. I'll set that aside because some of these I do put in my reusable sticker book. And then I want to use this and this. I don't think I'm going to have a spot for this. Oh, boy. I feel like... I feel like... I need to decorate the pages on that B6 too. All right, I just opened this up and I have to cover something up. Hang on. Just to make sure. But look, I don't have any decoration here either. So, yay. I can, let's do these. Yeah. All right, cool. I feel so organized. I feel like, woohoo! I'm actually using some of the stuff I forget to use. Okay. Yeah, am I doing it right? Yeah. All right, I edited out when I took the Post-it out. I'm just going to put it right there because I got a lot of information there. And then 4 days till Christmas. And, you know, Christmas for me, in my heart, is really for kids. And so it's going to be super fun this year to have my granddaughter, even though she's too young. So we're not inundating her with a bunch of gifts and stuff because we just don't want to send that message to her. And she's too young to even know what's going on. I'm going to put this here. I feel like I'm slapping lipstick on a pig, but I want to use it and I want to see it. So I'm just going to do it because I don't want it to go to waste and I don't have anywhere else to put it. So there you go. There's your new home. Okay. And then here we're just going to take, what are we going to do? Take some of this, borders. I'm thinking I'm going to do this and put the gnomes inside. Yeah, let's do it. What do I have to lose at this point? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. And then, see, the trees can be used anytime. Can the truck? Actually, now we're steering away from these and going to this. Yep, we're going to do that. We're going to put matching trees on either side. And then I have to take that off. And then we'll put this little truck inside here. The boxes I can use later. And this I can use on one of my pages. So let's do this. Put this here. I'm taking my friend's kids to Zootopia on the 14th. If you guys, Zootopia 2, if you guys have seen that movie, let me know because I'm not a snake fan, but at the same time, I have to see Zootopia because it's so funny. And then let's put these little sprucey things all over. So I'm hoping by the time I can afford to take them, it'll still be in the theaters. I think it will be. And then not waste those. Okay. I'm feeling pretty organized, you guys, and I've been feeling really out of it. It's been, when you get slapped with a sickness that throws you down on the bed for 3 days, whew, it can knock the wind out of you. All right, cool. Okay, so now we're going to go to my cousin. Let's see. And we need to decorate some of my journal pages. So let's do that. Okay, so we've got the monthly there. These, I don't overcomplicate, okay? Because it's not a big deal. I'm not in this very often. But at the same time, I 100% like the pages decorated. I'm thinking the little Connie and the wreath is just going to have to go away. Because, actually, you know what? We're just going to put the truck over her. Nope, we can't. Hang on. There we go. So Sweet Quiet Designs has removable vinyl. Put that right here. So it's nice because you can just take it up if you change your mind, like I just did right there. Ooh, this is pretty. I like this a lot. See, and that's plenty. All right. So we're going to do this little garland up the spine there. And then add the trees. I'm probably going to just use the gnomes on the next page and then call it, because I have a bunch of pages prior to this that I still haven't used. And I'm going to suspect that I will be using this Stalogy till the end of the year, and then I'm going to start a new one because I'm already at the end. And I don't care if there's a couple of pages blank at the end of this. Let's do this. And I'm okay with that. So let's just... let's do it here in the spine. When you get a little hump, I always add stickers there because then I don't have to worry about writing past the hump. Okay. That looks good. So I'm going to turn back and just add him up here. Okay, so we've got that decorated for the month of December. If I need more, I don't let it trip me up anymore that if there's not a sticker, I don't want to write on the page. I'm just breathe, let it go. You know, it's not a big deal. So let's turn to the December pages here. And let's just do a couple of, I want to use this up. These are from Pookie Bear Cuties, and they're so cute. So I think I'm just going to decorate a couple of pages and then call it, because I'm running out of time. And I do have to go out and shovel the front steps for the boys, because I'm going to have Hadley all day. What's happening here? And I'm not going to be able to get out there. And my snow guy has not responded to me just to confirm that I'm on his list. I really, really like these boxes. I don't know. I feel like I want to save those for something else. So let's just put some of this down. And I don't worry about taking up space. I write around it. So I'm just going to make a little row of fun little things here. yeah, so I just write around it, and I have not really struggled with running out of room. That used to be something that would cause me anxiety. Is that the right word? Or just make me worry, and then I would adjust my planner decisions based on, oh, well, I might run out of room, so I don't think I can do a dated daily. And now I'm like, you know what? If I get to the point where I run out of room for something, then I'll just tip in a page of paper. I'm not going to worry about something. I'm perfectly capable of borrowing trouble from the future. It's one of my superpowers. And once I've let that go, that's when all this came together. And I haven't had to tip in one page. So, you know what? I'm proud of me for that, because that was something that really was tripping me up. I want to use this so bad. It's so stinking cute. I don't know. I don't feel ready. So I'm going to put that aside. And then let's use a couple of these sheets. So I'm going to eyeball it right about here. And I like to have matching washi. So I'm going to just do that. These kits, 11 pages for the price, is awesome. Okay. And then we have a hump problem. So I do this. I just fold it back on itself. I'm getting excited because I'm getting so much done. Now I just have to edit and get it up for you guys. But now I also don't have to worry about running out of space on my phone. Woohoo! Okay, let's use this. Cute. So cute. She gives you so much in these kits. So cute. Okay, let's just use this deco. We'll just put this right here. I don't know where there are my tweezers. Put it in the middle, and we'll just write around it. And then we'll put pole there. I am struggling here. Let's get a clip on this. There we go. Okay. All is right with the world now. All right. And then I feel like that's full. I feel like that's good enough. But I'm going to put the little star by the characters. And I think we're good. Okay, so we accomplished a lot. I'm not even going to go back over it because this video is insanely long. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you got inspired, and that you have a great rest of your holiday weekend if you're in the States. And thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and always enjoy today. Bye, everybody. I'm the only person on the road. Oh my gosh, because car dealerships don't close. Oh, here comes a car. Oh my gosh. You like the snow? What you see? Good boy. Cooper's over there doing his business. You like the snow, huh? Okay, I'm holding the baby. But here is what's on that ledge is the amount of snow we got. It's crazy. Look at how high that is.